Hello, and welcome back to another episode of your favorite podcast, The Entertainment Desk. Today we got a spicy episode with my boy, Jeremy.
Howdy do.
We are going to talk about
Disney Plus and the Spiderman MCU thing.
Yeah, the thing that's got everybody crying.
Yeah.
Over on Twitter and in this apartment.
Yeah. So
let's hop into it.
Spider-Man's no longer going to be in the MCU.
Which is sad.
Yeah, Sony and Disney cannot get a deal done to give Disney the rights to keep on making Spider-Man films. So,
which is sad because they spent so much time into, Tom Holland Spider-Man and putting him in all the movies.
I feel like he's just hitting his stride too. I mean, like Spider-Man Far From Home was technically the fourth or fifth movie he's been in.
Yeah.
He was in Civil War briefly.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't really watch a lot of the Marvel films, so I'm not like the overall voice on this.
I've seen the Spider-Man ones, but Endgame and
I've seen Far From Home, which is a pretty good movie.
Yeah.
But I feel like his movies between his two solo movies have grown exponentially.
Yeah.
He's become the most he's kind of becoming the face of Marvel at this point.
Kind of after the face of Spider-Man,
Yeah, after spoiler alert, Tony Stark is now
deceased.
Not with us.
Yes.
Rip. Sorry if that was kind of short notice on the spoiler alert, but
if they don't know by now,
then if you were gonna see the movie, you would see it by now.
For real.
Anyways, but yeah, Spider-Man was looking to be the head of the Marvel universe, kind of the new age, and now I guess that's gonna either be put on hold or maybe they can negotiate. I don't know.
I hope, but I don't know. I feel bad for Tom Holland.
Yeah, he seemed genuinely excited to be a part of the universe, and it was kind of very sad to see.
Now he's stuck with Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield.
Yeah, Tobey Maguire is the GOAT though, so
that's true.
Yeah, they're still gonna make Spider-Man movies. They still have two, I think, in the works, just with Sony.
Yeah,
which kind of sucks because.
But that means now everything from Spider-Man, the newer movies Far From Home and Homecoming, are just kind of erased, right?
Yeah,
from the MCU.
They're from the MCU, But yeah, it's kind of the same thing they did with Star Wars, where once Disney acquired Star Wars, a lot of the extra content, the comic books and the books, they're kind of just non-canonized, they're taken out of the canon. I feel that's kind of the same thing here, but yeah.
Sad day.
They have the two new movies coming up, which they have to kind of erase anything having to do with the MCU from these movies, I guess. His relationship to Tony Stark, or
the whole Zendaya thing.
Yeah, Zendaya, who's Michi. They have to any mention of him being an Avenger or Thanos or the Snap or anything like that.
Right.
They kind of just have to get to the side, Aunt May having relations with Jon Favreau's character, Happy.
Happy, yeah.
Yeah.
That was really
he was an MCU thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, all that stuff is kind of just. Yeah.
I wasn't that sad, but now I'm sad.
Yeah. And I wonder how they're gonna handle it. Because Kevin Feige, who's kind of been in charge of this whole MCU thing since the beginning, he's not gonna be involved with the next two films if they make two films. Yeah. You never know if they just scrap the last film.
I wonder if how much money could Sony make from these movies? It won't be as much as they would probably get from doing it with Disney.
Well, I kind of got the numbers here from this is not adjusting for inflation, I don't think, from the Sam Raimi films, which was the Tobey Maguire, those three films, then both the Amazing Spider-Man films, and the MCU films,
Yeah.
just the Spider-Man solo films, not any of the, like the Avenger films,
Right.
which is another thing in itself, which I feel like should be included, but they're not actual Spider-Man films, so I didn't really include them. If you look at the Raimi films,
those are the ones with Tobey Maguire.
Yeah. Those made almost the same amount of money on a bigger budget. Like you look at the first Sam Raimi film. That made roughly $822 million in the box office worldwide. From my sources, I found $139 million budget.
Yeah.
So that's around like almost $700 million, approximately.
But do you think that people will want to go see like this new Spider-Man movie that was once in the MCU pulled out? Like they're probably gonna go, like they'll go watch it, but they're not gonna have the same connection as if it was a part of the MCU, because MCU leads to like bigger things with like all the superheroes and bigger movies like Endgame and stuff. So
I think at this point, I think Spider-Man and the Tom Holland Spider-Man is kind of well known and like well loved enough that if I think people will see the first movie at least.
Yeah.
When the first of the new Spider-Man movies comes out.
Right.
I think people will see that regardless.
Yeah.
Just because.
But it won't have the same like connection.
It won't. But Spider-Man has always been like one of the more beloved superheroes.
That's true. Yeah.
Like even like the Raimi films, like those made pretty much all of them made over $650 million.
Yeah.
At the box office worldwide. You look at like the Amazing Spider-Man films. The first one made about $758 million on anywhere from $200 to $230 million budget. I couldn't really find like an exact number for that one.
Yeah.
So that one still made over $500 million. Amazing Spider-Man 2 made around $500 million. So like all the Spider-Man films have made a lot of money.
Yeah.
On the box office worldwide.
But I can't believe Far From Home.
Far From Home like destroyed all the rest of them.
I know, that's crazy.
It pretty much made almost $1 billion worldwide.
Yeah, that's insane.
And I believe that's still in theaters in some places. Like it's
Probably.
It's obviously not going to make as much money now, but
right.
like, it's already like destroyed really the rest of them in income. But which is very, very surprising to me how much that actually made on that budget.
I think because it was after Endgame, right?
Yeah, that's probably it. But yeah, that's the thing though. Anything that's attached to the MCU just makes tons of money.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you look at like Captain Marvel, something that maybe like it's not even like a Spider-Man thing. Like it's not any of the big superheroes.
Yeah.
Like it was Captain Marvel. That still made millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Like, I think that was the next highest grossing Marvel film besides Endgame and Far From Home.
Wow. Girl power.
Yeah. Feminism. But yeah, I think it's as far as like why it happened, it's reported that Disney wanted the 50-50 like gross split with Sony as far as like profits went. And Sony declined that, and
so Sony just like took away their rights basically.
Yeah.
Disney's rights to make a Spider-Man in the MCU. As
far as I know, yes.
Okay.
I'm not like super as far as like what I researched, that's what I found.
Okay.
And one of the main reasons why Sony like declined the 50-50 split was because Disney already owns merchandising rights to the Spider-Man IP.
Oh, okay.
So Sony felt like that the merchandising as well as having a 50-50 split
is a lot.
Was too much for the Disney had too much control over the profits of the IP. So that's pretty much like the big thing that I found towards that.
Yeah.
Which I mean, merchandising is a lot of money. Going through the numbers though, it's very curious to me how this is going to work out for Sony especially, just because, I mean, they made a good amount of money on all the other Spider-Man films. I'm just curious how much they could make not having Kevin Feige, who's pretty much the biggest part of that Marvel universe, as far as like the creative side and like the
that's
production
true.
side goes. Like he hasn't had really a miss as far as a film goes in that universe. Like all the films have been wildly successful.
That is going to be difficult for them, for sure.
Yeah. So it just goes like I'm just curious to see how this goes for Sony especially. But I'm also curious how the Marvel, like the Avengers and all that, goes forward.
That is going to be weird without Spider-Man.
Yeah, Spider-Man was kind of prepped to be the new like leader almost.
Kind of after Tony Stark. Right? Yeah. So
like he's kind of taking the mantle from Tony Stark. So
that's so weird.
I don't know if they're just gonna like retcon that entirely and just kind of ignore him.
Like scrap it all.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's actually disgusting. Not disgusting, just like shitty.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said disgusting, but it's a lot of work put into those movies too.
Oh yeah.
And for them to like, I don't know, they probably won't scrap them, but for it to like not mean anything anymore with Spider-Man is going to be really crappy.
Yeah, you have anything to add on this subject?
No, it's just sad.
Yeah, I agree.
It's just really sad.
It's
and I know Tom Holland was so happy to be Spider-Man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he's still happy to be Spider-Man. It's
no,
just
I know, but just like
not being involved with the other characters.
Yeah.
And I mean, he wasn't probably going to be involved with obviously Tony Stark too much, but Captain America.
Everybody else.
I don't know who else is really going to be involved after Endgame.
That's true.
But it seemed like kind of like tight knit between all the stars in that universe. But yeah.
Well, speaking of Spider-Man.
We have an ad for you. I'm just kidding. If anyone wants to sponsor us, though.
Yeah.
After 4 episodes and 50 total views.
Actually, my first podcast got like 70 views.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
We're on our way.
So
we're on our way, ladies and gentlemen.
We're doing it to him. Almost there.
If that online furniture resource can
what?
I think it's called like Ladybird or something. Joybird.
What's Joybird?
It's like this is like an ad almost. It's like one of those online furniture retailers. They do a lot of ads for podcasts.
Really?
I'm surprised you haven't heard about it. Apparently they're very affordable.
Me.
Yeah, we need furniture. So if you guys want to,
yeah, we're moving
even just for free furniture, hit us up. Anyways,
yeah. Anyways, so now let's get into some Disney Plus tea.
Oh yeah, that's what the main meat of this episode is going to be.
Yeah, big chunk of it.
I'm going to preface this segment by saying I was not originally very excited for Disney Plus, but after doing some research,
you're just a Disney hater.
I'm not a Disney hater. I don't get the whole. I've never been into Disney as a whole, like the animated movies.
That's true.
I mean,
I showed him Toy Story 2.
Yeah,
like 2 weeks ago.
I like some of like the Pixar movies, and like, you know, some of the animated movies are okay, and some of the Disney Channel originals, you know, the live action movies. Shout out to Blank Check. That is a good movie. Those are good. But I've never been like
Blank Check.
Yeah, you never heard of that?
No.
It's the one where the kid, he gets ran over, like there's a rich guy that runs him over, and he's on his bike, and the rich guy gives him like a blank check to buy a new bike because he didn't want him to say anything to like the police or the parents or whatever, and so like he puts like $1 million on the check, like without the rich guy knowing. Yeah, so he just gets a bunch of money, and like. He ends up getting
seeing that.
Yeah, he ends up getting in a weird relationship with some older lady. And like I think
this was a Disney movie?
Yeah, it was, and like it wasn't Chris Farley, but it was some Chris Farley like lookalike kind of was his chauffeur and his like waiter. And it was really strange. And then he made like a new persona called Mac because he had a Macintosh computer.
Okay.
But yeah.
Alright.
Anyways, so
Disney Plus.
I'm not a Disney weeaboo like you. So
Disney weeaboo. Oh my god.
So I'm not super into Disney, but
I grew up with Disney, so I guess it's different.
Well, I did too, but I mean, not in the same vein as you did. I was more of just like a cartoon kid, I guess.
I understand.
And like, yeah. So Disney Plus, I'm actually pretty excited for, considering some
after researching, you got really excited.
Really excited, because of the new programming that's coming.
Yeah. So a little bit into it, right?
Yeah. Sorry, we'll get back to that later.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you
off. Oh, no, you're
off.
good. We should start with the basics first, right. Probably.
Okay. So,
I'll let you handle that.
Thank you so much. So November 12th, look out for Disney Plus. Yeah, on your streaming platforms, right? So we got Apple, Roku, Google, and then in Australia and New Zealand, November 19th it comes out. So look out for that. All things Disney. I am so hype.
Yeah.
They better have Coco or I won't get it. Just saying.
Yeah, I don't know if you mentioned it, but November 12th, I saw it was coming out in the U.S., Canada,
and Netherlands.
And Netherlands, yeah. And then November 19th, like Australia and New Zealand. The pricing is pretty good, actually.
$7.
Yeah, $7 in the U.S. or Australian dollars, €7, $8.99 Canadian dollars a month, and then $9.99 New Zealand dollars a month. So it's for the most part less than a Netflix subscription.
Yeah.
And I mean,
I looked it up. The basic like Netflix deal is one screen and one download on like, you know, your phone or whatever, for $8.99 a month. So I don't know if eventually Disney Plus will have like that one screen, you know, or like, you know, a family bundle deal where like multiple people can watch Disney Plus at once. Like I don't know if what will happen with that, but yeah, it's still cheaper than Netflix.
Yeah. And it is estimated to roll out in like Western Europe and like Asia.
Just later on.
Shortly after like North America.
Right.
And Australia and New Zealand. But yeah, you were talking about which devices it was going to be on.
Yes. Sorry, I just kind of jumped into that.
One large omission to that list is the Amazon Fire TV or the Amazon Fire Stick.
No Amazon. I'm sorry.
Yeah, which is kind of surprising because
so many people use it.
Yeah, Amazon Fire is the most like popular of those streaming devices. Yeah. It's barely beats Roku, but it's still more popular.
That's crazy. I read that maybe later on, you know, it might be onto the Fire Stick.
Yeah.
But not like when it first, you know.
I think they're trying to get a deal done, and part of that is like, I guess they're gonna. I don't know if this is just me speculating, but it's just they have to compete with Amazon Video now,
That's
like
true.
Prime Video. So I don't know if that's part of it, but I mean, it's gonna be interesting. Luckily, not luckily, I guess, but Disney Plus is gonna be connected with Hulu, kind of.
Like, oh yeah, so they do have a bundle deal with Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus, right?
Yeah,
for $13, which isn't bad.
Yeah, which I mean, I'm not a fan of ESPN either, but if you're like a big sports person and you're into like the,
I think that's so weird that you don't like ESPN.
Well,
I don't know the T on ESPN, so I guess
a lot of the hosting has gone kind of like downhill. Like I don't like a lot of the personalities on there. Like I'm not into the whole like.
So how do you watch your sports? Because I know you like sports.
I just usually go on Reddit, to be honest, or like there's other places where I just kind of find resources. Usually, like TNT for NBA kind of stuff, like around the NBA, and then like NFL Network was usually where I watch NFL related stuff. But I digress. True. But yeah, if you're into like ESPN and the personalities on there, you can get that included with the Disney Plus subscription with Hulu,
which isn't bad.
But Hulu itself is pretty much going to be like supported by Disney as well. I think they're owned by Disney now.
Yeah, so like Disney bought half of them, half of Hulu. So I mean, they're still gonna do like, you know, The Handmaid's Tale, which is like very adult content show. They're not taking any of that stuff away, but it does mean in the future that Disney could have a say on what goes on Hulu, and you know, but I don't think they'll change anything major right now.
Yeah. I'm curious what that means for some like FX shows.
Right.
Mostly Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Yeah. I wonder if they're gonna keep that on there.
It's probably still be on Hulu.
Yeah.
Because if they have like a bundle deal with Hulu, I'm sure they'll keep it still there.
Yeah, they're just getting rid of I think it's called like FX Plus or something like that. Yeah. They're getting rid of that, so I don't know. I think
it ends the 21st, so today.
Yeah. But that includes like shows like Always Sunny, and then another big one, American Horror Story.
Yeah.
Atlanta was another one I saw on there. So I don't know if that affects anything with them being on Hulu. I don't think.
Probably not.
I don't think it would.
No.
I don't even think Atlanta's on Hulu,
No.
which I've been wanting to see that.
Maybe they'll put it on Hulu now that
Yeah.
thing is, whatever FX Plus is.
Shout out to
Been
Donald Glover.
Shout out to him.
Shout out to Childish Gambino.
We love him.
Yeah. Anyways. But yeah. I like Hulu. So
I like Hulu a lot. I use it more than Netflix.
I mean, I might end up like being interested in that whole bundle just because
I use my mom's Hulu.
That's true. But I mean,
because we get it through Sprint.
Yeah. But having that whole bundle would be nice. I mean, maybe I might enjoy the ESPN Plus.
Maybe it'll have little side things.
Yeah.
I don't know. Not really sure how that works.
Yeah. So
yeah,
that's basically just the basics on the new Disney Plus.
Right. But closer to November 12th, you'll see Disney movies slowly disappearing
from Netflix and other sources that they might be on.
Yeah.
I don't think there's really
no. I think it's just Netflix. I don't know what else. I don't ever see like Disney movies like on Hulu.
I don't think so.
No.
Oh, and I saw somewhere that a lot of the like raunchier or like more graphic things like Deadpool, as far as like being like from Disney now.
Right.
I'm sorry, I didn't know how to form that sentence. That's gonna be put on Hulu instead of like Disney Plus. They're gonna put a lot of the more like Disney-esque things on Disney Plus, and then more of the adult-oriented things like Deadpool and maybe like FX stuff, like I was talking about, like Always Sunny, stuff like that. They're gonna keep on Hulu. Yeah, is what I guess the plan is.
I mean, that would be fine with that.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal.
So you wanna look at some of the stuff that's gonna be on Hulu now?
Yeah.
Or on Disney Plus?
Yeah. So, Jeremy, you can start with your fave.
So there's gonna be a lot of Star Wars related content. I'm gonna start with the one I'm least excited about.
Least?
Yeah, there are three, I guess four that I'm excited about. The first one being there's a Rogue One prequel being developed that follows Cassian Andor, who is Diego Luna, the male protagonist character in Rogue One. I thought that sounded pretty interesting.
That does sound interesting.
I'd probably give it a watch. It sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
The other thing I'm pretty excited about, I haven't seen this whole series yet. I've been wanting to like watch the series. They're gonna do a continuation of the Clone Wars.
Oh really?
Yeah, the animated series.
Oh.
They're gonna do a season 7.
Oh, okay.
So they're gonna continue that, which seems pretty exciting to me.
That does sound.
And then these are the two I'm very excited for. All right, I'm very excited. This is what got me pretty much mostly excited for Disney Plus. First of all, they don't have much details about this one so far because it was just announced like I guess a week or so ago. At this point, is the new Ewan McGregor Star Wars series.
Yes.
Where he is Obi-Wan again. He reprises his role as Obi-Wan. I'm very excited for that.
I'm so excited.
I love ironically but unironically the prequels.
Yeah, we both bonded together on the prequels.
Yeah, I love those movies. But the one I'm actually most excited for, even though I'm very excited for the Ewan McGregor series, is The Mandalorian.
Hell yeah!
Which is actually seems like one of the bigger selling points of Disney Plus right now.
Yeah, with your boy Pedro.
Yeah,
Pascal.
Pedro Pascal. I love that man. He was my favorite part of Game of Thrones.
Rip recipes.
Yeah, spoiler. But but yeah, basically it's him as a bounty hunter, a Mandalorian, and it's supposed to be between the events of The Return of the Jedi and The Force Awakens, is I believe what I read.
I think so.
Yeah, him as a bounty hunter. It's got a pretty good cast too.
Oh yeah, 5 years after the Return of the Jedi.
I know I don't know how to pronounce his name. Taika Waititi from the Thor movies, who directed the Thor movies.
Oh.
He's gonna do a voice for I believe a droid.
That's cool.
Nick Nolte, who's always pretty decent in the movies he's in. Gina Carano, a bunch of other people. I think Bill Burr is involved. If you like his like comic work,
right?
I love Breaking Bad, and towards the end, I love Bill Burr's character, and that kind of introduced me to Bill Burr. So I'm very excited for him in that show. I love his sense of humor and everything. So I think that's gonna be great.
This is made for you.
Yeah, I'm very excited for this. I'm just looking up the cast real quick, just because there's a few more names I wanted to point out.
Sure.
So yeah, Pedro Pascal, like I said, Carl Weathers.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I love Carl Weathers, especially in Arrested Development. Werner Herzog, the director.
Yeah.
And also, I was very excited about this guy. Another Breaking Bad character, Giancarlo Esposito, who played Gus Fring, is going to be in this. I don't know exactly what he's playing, but anything that has him in it, I'm going to be excited for. He's amazing. He's a great actor. Him and Pedro Pascal are amazing actors.
True.
So I'm so excited for both of them to be in it.
But
yeah, that's. I'm excited for like all the Star Wars stuff that's been announced.
Same.
For this.
I'm excited for those. I'm excited that all the Star Wars movies will be released. Will be on Disney Plus November 12th.
Well, except for Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah, but that's
gonna be on later.
Yeah, that's coming out now.
Yeah.
Or in December, so it's not a big deal.
That's
but
very close.
I know.
I didn't realize how close that was to coming out right now. Like it's only a few months.
I know, it's crazy, and I've only seen. Have there been trailers?
I haven't seen anything for it. There's been like teaser trailers.
A poster.
No, there was a teaser trailer where I think it revealed that it had like the laugh at the end with I think it was Sidious. Darth Sidious was at the end, and he was like.
Oh, okay, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, that was the big thing about the trailer. Though.
Yeah, so I'm excited for that. But I just feel like sometimes I crave to watch Star Wars.
Yeah.
And we only have like the prequel.
Yeah.
Or like 2 of the prequels.
Those are the best movies in the series.
True. That's that.
I'd rather watch those than the sequel.
Whoever listens to this is gonna get pretty triggered.
Yeah, probably.
From us saying that, but I love those movies, and I love the older ones.
I like the older ones too, but I just grew up on the.
Also,
the
Anakin is a snack.
Yeah.
I'm just.
And he doesn't like sand. So.
And he does not like sand.
And he killed all of them, the women and the children, etc.
Yeah. Stop. But yeah, so they're also having like original Marvel shows, which I'm sure will be good. I'm not like super into Marvel.
Yeah, some of them sounds pretty cool. Though.
But I do like Loki.
Yeah,
Loki's like one of the characters that I did love.
Maybe we should go over because they're having 4 different ones that we've seen.
Yeah, so they're having a Loki series that's coming out 2021, I think.
Yeah, and then there's a Hawkeye series. There's a series that they call WandaVision, which is Scarlet Witch and the Vision. Oh, they're both in that one.
That's cool.
And then the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, which is the one I'm excited for out of all those. I always liked the Winter Soldier.
Yeah. I
thought he was always a badass. So I'm pretty excited for that one, even though I'm not a super huge Marvel fan either.
Yeah. Like, I can watch Marvel. Like, I'll enjoy it, But it doesn't get me as excited as Star Wars.
And then, I agree with that completely. But they're also talking about possibly reviving a lot of the Marvel Defenders series.
From the Netflix?
Yeah, the Netflix series.
Yeah,
which
so,
are,
a lot of, most of the original Netflix shows they canceled.
Yeah, which is Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, Punisher, Daredevil, and then Iron Fist. Yeah,
so they're thinking about reviving it, but I don't think it would be something they're going to do right away.
Yeah.
It'll probably be later on, onto Disney Plus, once they do all the other original Star Wars and Marvel stuff, probably.
Yeah. And I saw somewhere that, I believe it was on CNET.com, citing my sources, Avengers Endgame is supposed to be on Disney Plus on December 11th.
Oh, okay.
I saw that somewhere.
Oh, I didn't read that, yeah. And I think the only, Marvel movie, or I guess Disney movie, that won't be on, that was on Netflix first and then, put on to Disney Plus will be Captain Marvel. Okay. So Captain Marvel will be the first movie just on Disney Plus and not from Netflix, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, going back to The Mandalorian, I forgot about this part. It's got a huge budget.
Really?
Yeah, it's got over $15 million per episode. Which, if you watch Game of Thrones, towards the later seasons, that was pretty much what it got up to.
Yeah.
That was the max.
So they're popping off.
Yeah, they're really going off on this series, which they're putting a lot of resources into this. Right. So it seems like they're going all in on it.
I hope
which is so exciting.
Great. I'm sure it'll be great.
Oh,
Nothing but greatness.
I'm moist with anticipation.
Jeremy. Oh my
Anyway,
god.
sorry.
But yeah, so other than Marvel and Star Wars, we'll have Pixar movies on there, which is always a classic.
Yeah.
Hopefully Coco, best movie.
I'm sure they will have that on.
I know. National Geographic will be on there.
Yeah.
30 seasons of The Simpsons.
Yes.
And just like The Sound of Music, I read was gonna be on there.
Princess Bride.
They're
gonna do like reboots of like original movies too, like Home Alone. I think is one of them I saw.
Why?
I don't know. There's another movie I saw that I don't remember right now. Sorry.
It's okay.
Oh,
Lady and the Tramp. Right? Wasn't that?
I was gonna bring that up later, but yeah, they're.
Oh, okay.
They're gonna do a straight to Disney Plus live action in quotes,
Okay.
like kind of like The Lion King or Dumbo or one of those.
Got it.
Yeah, it's gonna be like a remake of Lady and the Tramp with
Real dogs.
real/CGI dogs. I couldn't really tell.
Can Scooter audition?
Yeah, he looks like a tramp. He's
I
kind of a messy boy.
That's true. He is a
Yeah.
little trash dog.
That's gonna be directed by Charlie Bean. I'm not really familiar with him. He just does the Lego Ninjago movies.
So it's gonna be great.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's got Tessa Thompson, who plays Valkyrie in the Thor movies.
Oh my god, I love her.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I like Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah. And then Justin Theroux, who from Justin to Kelly, with the movie with Kelly Clarkson, after Kelly Clarkson won American Idol. That's a great movie.
I haven't seen that.
It's actually not very good. But yeah, he's gonna be in that as the tramp, I guess.
Okay.
Tessa Thompson obviously being the lady.
Right.
I'm assuming.
Maybe
You
not.
never know. And then it's gonna have music by Janelle Monáe.
Love her.
Yeah, she's a queen.
Queen.
Yeah. So yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
One of the interesting things I found about Disney Plus though is there's one like movie that's going to be omitted from Disney Plus.
What is it?
It's Song of the South, which I don't know if you're familiar with Song of the South.
But I think I've heard about it.
It's a very old Disney movie, like one of the original movies,
right.
And it's very racist. Like it's the one that Splash Mountain is based off of, which it's like it's very racist and it's got very racist, racially insensitive content,
right?
Like imagery. That's gonna be omitted, and then
that's for the better.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really think many people are dying to see that anyways, to be honest.
Not at all.
And then I don't know, I'm not familiar with the original movie Dumbo, but I know there's a scene that's going to be cut from that.
Really?
Yeah, it's apparently racially insensitive as well. So they're going away with all that stuff. So that's
good.
That's probably for the best.
Yeah, we don't need that here.
Yeah, I love Splash Mountain though. So
Splash Mountain is the best ride at Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, period.
Come at me, change my mind.
I heavily agree with that. So yeah, Disney Plus
is a plus for me.
Yeah, that seems very. The amount of work and the amount of originals they're putting into this from the get-go.
Yeah.
Makes me very hopeful for it, even though I am not the biggest of the Disney fans, and I don't agree with how they're buying every IP up and every company up and just swallowing them whole. But I think this could be a big win for Disney, and I'm pretty excited for it, especially the Star Wars related content.
Right. So I have a question.
Yes.
What do you think this will do to Netflix?
What do I think it'll do to it?
Yes.
See, I don't think it's going to affect Netflix.
You don't think so?
I mean, I think people are going to move away from Netflix towards Disney Plus, but Netflix is already losing subscribers now.
That's true.
And I think the people that at this point are with Netflix, a good majority of them are just going to stay with Netflix, unless the originals go away. There's even less originals. I mean, which could potentially happen because
they have Stranger Things, so they'll be okay.
But shows like Orange Is the New Black, that's done.
Yeah.
They still have other shows like Marcos. I'm pretty sure that's still going on.
Yeah, I think so.
And then Stranger Things is obviously one of the biggest shows on the network.
It won't go away, but I've talked to people that I work with, and I've asked them what do they think about Disney Plus, and a lot some of them have said that probably going to cancel their Netflix when Disney Plus comes out.
See, if I was in this situation, I just use your Netflix because you have Netflix. So
yeah, but I could cancel it.
Yeah, I know. But if I was the one paying for the Netflix right now, I don't think it'd be worth the trouble to just cancel it. I think I would just keep both.
Keep it, but
Yeah.
it's $13.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like there's enough on Netflix to where I would still enjoy it.
Yeah. Did you hear they're taking The Office off?
Never mind, I'd cancel Netflix.
In like a year, I heard, because...
Oh, well, that's still a lot of time.
Yeah, because I think... What company?
Is it NBC?
NBC is starting their own streaming service. And they're going to put The Office on there. So we'll see.
I think streaming services are kind of turning into cable, but more on demand, which is kind of weird. Because every channel, every like company / channel is going to have their own
I don't know,
service.
It's so easy for like big companies, and especially companies that make their own shows, you know, like big companies like Disney and Universal that like have the money to make their own stuff, like have original content.
Yeah. Right?
It's so easy for them to make their own streaming service and just make money off of that.
Right. So yeah.
Maybe I don't know, it's not really a surprise that I don't know, things are getting taken off of Netflix.
Yeah, I definitely think there's less options on Netflix, and especially after.
But with that Hulu deal and Disney Plus, though.
Yeah, I've gone more to the point where I enjoy Hulu more.
Same.
And I already have like the Amazon Prime, so I.
But you wouldn't
Amazon
cancel
Prime
Netflix
video.
if you had it. You're saying.
Honestly, the more I think about it, I probably just would. Especially thinking about how I don't really watch a lot of the originals. The only one I watch is really Stranger Things, and I mean I use it for The Office.
Yeah.
But besides that, pretty much anything I watch is on either Hulu or Amazon Prime Video.
Yeah.
And then I'd obviously watch The Mandalorian. I'm very excited for that. I'd watch that, but I mean besides that, there's really nothing keeping me on Netflix right now.
Yeah, Stranger Things is the only thing.
I just said I would keep it on just for the ease of having something to use.
Yeah.
But then, like, between having Disney Plus and Hulu and Amazon Prime, I mean...
You got everything, basically.
Yeah, I think keeping Netflix would probably just be out of sheer laziness. Just not wanting to cancel it.
Yeah. That's true. Like, just forgetting.
Yeah, exactly.
To take your card off or something.
It's like the free trial, and then they charge you for the month because you forgot to take your credit card off or whatever.
Yeah. Kind of like we only got HBO when Game of Thrones was on, and now we don't have it anymore.
Yeah. Have we had a podcast since Game of Thrones ended? No. That was a missed opportunity right there.
I know. I said I wanted to make one for Game of Thrones, but then lazy.
Yeah.
In school, I think. Or was I still in school at that time?
I don't know, that was what, May?
End of school,
yeah. Yeah.
I don't really remember. It's been a couple months.
Let's summarize it. I'm just kidding.
Game of Thrones.
No, this is the Disney Plus / Spider-Man podcast.
Let's give Spider-Man the time it needs and deserves. Rest in peace.
Moment of silence.
Moment of silence for Tom Holland.
All right.
All right, guys. Well, that's all for Disney Plus and Spider-Man T. Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.